Like it.
No, wait,
like
we're getting sued. We're
Say
getting
we're,
sued. Oh, no.
we are recording, so
Oh shit!
I just
Oh.
literally hit just the record button. So
Drop the name.
Perfect. In that case, I shall begin the recap. Last time, the gang reunited themselves with their good buddy, pal, and friend, Asmodeus, as he had disappeared after assisting in investigating the mysterious sewers under the Prancing Nymph bathhouse. After meeting back up and explaining the plan to go and get Amric, you decided not to wait until the evening, and instead disguised Ekard as Mortlock, bringing him back to the Low Lantern Tavern and commencing negotiations, which promptly fell apart. You did, however, make short work of his guards and beat him into submission as he tried to flee, before returning to Ekard's apartment with a unconscious and bound Amric. I believe your current plans were to head to the upper city and try to make contact with Duke Portyr and warn him of an assassination attempt against his life. That was a redundant statement. Forgive me. However, if you have anything else you'd like to do instead in the meanwhile, please enlighten me. Let me know. The plans change as we bring it back in. We may begin in Ekard's small apartment in the lower city.
with
Ekard, I love this place.
thanks. I tried
Fantastic.
to
It's
keep
not
it.
nearly as big as my place, but that's fine.
I do try to keep a modest living. So,
Yes, modest. That's a good word for it.
yeah, it's not large, but it's quaint. Some might describe it as cozy. It's not much, but it's home.
Fair enough. Do you have a view? I looked for a window. Is there windows?
Let's see.
So that's Ekard's decision.
Mm-hmm.
There's a balcony with a patio.
Fantastic. I like it. I like it a lot. So what's the plan? What are we doing?
So, I believe the plan is for us to head to the upper city and establish a audience with Duke Portyr in order to inform him of the plot of his life, or the plot on his life, I should say.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
And we're taking this guy, right? Mortlock here?
Not
Amber?
Mortlock. Yeah.
Who? What?
Emmerich, not Mortlock.
Yeah. What?
There's
Yeah.
too many brothers.
Yeah. Emmerich. Yeah. Yeah.
One of those guys.
Okay. We're going to take him, right?
Yeah, I think so.
How do we get him from here to there without like people being weirded out that we're walking this guy, down the streets in manacles?
Somebody cast invisibility on him,
Uh,
or not disguise self.
uh-huh.
I can disguise him. I have a disguise kit.
Ooh,
I have to bound his mouth though, so it doesn't talk.
that's very doable, I think. No?
Actually, this kind of gives me an idea. I could disguise myself as Arnik. We could disguise him and bound him up. And if anyone asks, we could just say that he was trying to impersonate me and that we're taking him in to have him tried, before the local magistrate.
Who was he impersonating? Markle? Sorry, whatever his name is.
So I'm
It's a
impersonating
mess.
I'm impersonating Armik, or this one
Emmerich?
brother. Emmerich, yes.
Emmerich.
Emmerich.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll just assume that Emmerich in disguise was some sort of local outlaw who was trying to pass his way as me, as Emmerich, if this makes it. I know this is confusing. I'm confusing even myself here.
No, that makes sense. No, okay, I'm on board.
Yeah,
That sounds like a mighty fine plan.
I'm still a little confused. Okay, so,
So-
who's Emmerich up as?
Emmerich's still gonna look like Emmerich, but Ekard is also gonna look like Emmerich, pretending
Boy.
to be him.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna have the real Emmerich gagged, so he
Yeah.
can't speak, and we're gonna go under the guise of Ekard being Emmerich, bringing the real Emmerich into custody.
Because the real Emmerich is an imposter?
Yes.
That's the plan, is that we're going to disguise the real Emmerich as an imposter and pass him off as an imposter. Meanwhile, I'm going to be posing as Emmerich, trying to pawn the real guy off as the fake.
To be honest. 2, what if they can see through illusions? 3, I was thinking we needed to hide that we were bringing Emmerich in case his family tried to save him. And if there's 2 of them, then they double want to save him.
Oh, that's a good plan. That's a good point. I didn't think
That
of
was my
that.
fear. That was my fear, you know?
Okay, yeah. Then back to my plan, where we can disguise him.
Okay.
Do I have a disguise kit? I swear I did.
I think that's a great idea. You guys try and disguise him. I'm gonna make some of this. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go off into a little like workshop I made in the little back of Ekard's apartment here, and start making something.
Sure. What are you trying to
Okay.
make?
Just use my magical tinkering ability, where just like basically like it's a mundane object. So I'm just gonna like look around Ekard's like I'm gonna look for like a pot in Ekard's house, or, like a bowl or something, and then I'm gonna just like tinker with it and put in some arcane runes inside of it. And basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a recorded message within it. And then whenever anybody touches the bowl, it'll say the message.
Easy enough.
Okay. Don't want to tell you. I'll hold on to the message. I've set it into it now, and then I'm ready to add it to the disguise once the disguise is made.
Sounds good. So, how are you? You bust open your disguise kit there, Asmodeus, and it's full of fake wigs, fake beards and mustaches, some different articles of clothing that could hide the face, hide the head, like hats, scarves. Maybe there's a coat.
Okay, so I do have
that-
a change of clothes. Sweet.
Yeah, there is like I think it mentions there's like assorted clothing, false hair, makeup, maybe like false noses, that kind of stuff. Pair of spectacles, anything you can think of.
Okay.
We're going pretty loose.
Yeah. So probably what I'll do with him is he had long hair. He had long black hair, right?
Would you like me to? I'll share a picture
Yeah,
of him.
if you won't mind. If you don't mind.
If I can find him. Yes, he had long. There it is.
Oh yeah, he looks like a Frenchman. Okay.
Oui,
no.
oui.
Is that
Nice.
a Frenchman or a Spaniard? I'm kind of getting the Spaniard vibe, actually.
Oh no.
Kind of both.
Anyways, yeah.
¿Por
So
qué no las dos?
I'm gonna cut his hair real short
Okay.
and bleach it blonde,
Oh my god.
Nice.
and I'm gonna bleach his eyebrows. I'm gonna shave off his mustache
Uh-huh.
and his goatee.
So he kind of looks like Slim Shady.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
We're gonna gag him. I'm just gonna change his clothes completely. He's gonna be in more ragged, less fine-looking clothes, like he's some kind of just common thief. Yeah, we'll throw some. Nah, I don't want to throw spectacles on. Those aren't really important. Put some makeup over his one eye to give him a scar. Make him look like Scar. give him a
That beard's
false
not doing him
nose.
any favors either.
Sir, what?
I said that beard ain't doing him any favors either.
Oh, I already got rid of that.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I'm gonna give him a false nose to make it look even longer.
Oh, we lost them both.
Oh no.
Huh?
While you're doing that, roll me a performance with proficiency. As you have your oh, you back?
With proficiency?
Yeah. Basically
Yeah, so I
it's
gotcha.
the proficiency is being added by your proficiency with disguise kit.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit the +2 button. Pull that performance.
All right.
Can I give him advantage by helping him by adding the pot to the end outcome?
Sure, you absolutely can.
Great. I'll just roll again. That's worse.
I was about to say I actually have a disguise kit myself.
No, as the however many people want to participate in this, feel free. Asmodeus is clearly using he's busting out all the stops.
Yeah, Ekard, give him some freckles.
Will do. Maybe we can like paint like a. Well, you already had the false scar idea.
I can take out my my eyeliner and just put some dots on his face.
Yep, there you go.
So
You look fabulous. You look fabulous, Emmerich. You're gonna look real good.
his head lolls to the side slightly. He's still tapped out at this point. You guys gave him a pretty good beating, so
Yep.
I think he's also chained to the floor.
I
You
don't
guys
remember.
like manacled him to
I know he's manacled. I don't remember. if we chained
something.
him to the floor.
Anyways,
Put it around a beam or something.
so the lot of you get to work. You shave his hair, dye it, shave his mustache and beard and facial hair off. Give him the false scar. Change out his clothes. He looks distinctive, I will say, but he doesn't look like Amric anymore.
That's all we were going for.
And as the finishing touch, Beriadan, you approach, place your spelled bowl. Where do you place this again? And how?
I'm figuring on his head. I don't know at this point.
Like a hat?
Yeah.
Okay. And what does it say when you put it on
Right.
his
So I
head?
put it on his head and I go. So now, if anybody, like, we'll make sure he doesn't talk or whatever, right? And we'll keep his head down. But if anybody like is like, who is this guy? He'll say this, and I'll like smack him on the top of the head, like I'll like hit the bowl,
Okay.
and I'll say, "I'm so guilty."
Alright.
Yeah, I was just thinking of just having him straight like gagged, and then we'll bring him in like he's a bounty. We have like a bounty on his head or something.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
all
So
I was
yeah.
saying. But
So we'll gag him. We'll do that, right? And then we'll keep his head down. And then that way, like, if we need to, like, we'll just be like, "Hey, tell him what you did," and we'll smack him upside the head, right?
oh, okay,
And then he'll say, "I'm so guilty." And we'll be
flawless.
good to go.
That sounds completely flawless.
Yeah.
No way that this could possibly go wrong.
Absolutely not. This is foolproof. Foolproof, I say.
Well, it's proof of y'all being fools, perhaps.
Yup, that's what I was trying to figure out how to say.
So with your newfound disguised Amric, are you heading out immediately to the upper city? Are you gonna stay here for a while, tend to your injuries? What's your plan there?
Good to go. What time? About what about time is it?
What about time?
I had one glass of wine. I'm already fucking tipsy. I don't know what the fuck happened.
It's malt, that's why it's more
It's mulled
powerful.
wine.
Yeah, it so you previously spent much of the morning um either negotiating with Amric if you were Beriadan, Keya, and Ekard. Sorry, my brain is processing slowly. And if you're Asmodeus, you're going around selling things and then donating money. It's getting towards the evening by this point. Especially after the makeup session. It's not nighttime, but it's certainly getting on in the day, as it were.
The sooner we get rid of this guy, the better, right? I mean, presumably people are looking for him.
Yes, we don't want to keep him here very.
Well, we
Yeah.
left one god alive, I guess. But
Enough.
yeah, no. The sooner we take care of this, the sooner he's out of our hands.
And where did we say we were taking him to? Lord. Oh God, what's his name?
Duke
Pollock?
Pennington, I don't know his name.
Quote Portyr.
Portier. Pollock. Oh Jesus.
He is now forever known as Pennington.
You can certainly try.
He's in my books.
Yeah. Just because you say things doesn't make it true.
It makes it true to me.
Do we take him now and Duke Portier before the event?
Well, we already warned him, right? But either way, I think
Yes.
it's best we take him now.
I agree. Let's take him now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get him out of our hands as quickly as we can.
All right. So, you make your way out into the lower city. By this point, it's been a few days since the refugees first started turning up. The city is already starting to return to its old former self. People are out and about once more, which means it's actually probably more dangerous than previous.
Good.
Yes, it's Baldur's Gate, you may recall, is also known as the City of Blood for good reason. But you make your way through the emerging crowds, up and around the bay and to one of the gates leading into the upper city, closed once more and guarded. But a quick flash of a signet ring certainly opens the way. And before long, you find yourself standing in front of one of the walled manors that belong to Duke Portyr. A courtyard area, small, of course. The city is, even the rich in this city have expansion limits, I suppose is the best way to say it. Small courtyard, walled in and decorated with countless statues, lead up to a tall, narrow manor house. So you approach and knock on the door. A young half-elf answers. She peers out at you and looks the five of you up and down, each in turn, kind of wrinkles her nose a bit and says, yes, can I help you?
Yes. My name is Lady Keya. I had sent word to Duke Portier and I request to meet with him immediately if possible.
She kind of furrows her brow for a second, clearly thinking. She says, oh, yes, the Tiefling, right. She was with you?
Yes. It
I
is
see.
urgent, please.
Very well. Come this way. She steps aside, lets you in to a very, very cluttered um, house interior. Pieces of art, many, many portraits of Portyr family members, each labeled, going back generations, stare down at you from the high ceilinged walls. Uh, Nearly every flat surface, tables, drawers, dressers, those sorts of things, has some sort of statuary or trophy placed upon it. She leads you deeper into the surprisingly maze-like building, given its narrow size. Eventually, she leads you to a study, which, in contrast, is fairly peaceful. Books line the walls, a small fireplace burns quietly, a few pieces of furniture in the form of fine armchairs and a long couch. Says, wait here, please. He'll see you shortly.
Thank you.
Amric, by this point, has certainly, you're no longer lugging his unconscious body so much as leading him as he sullenly, tries to resist slightly, but being manacled and having only just recovered from being beaten to the brink of death, he's not able to go anywhere. So, you find yourselves alone in this room. What do? You wait? You search around?
I will definitely take a look around for anything valuable and small.
Okay. Roll me an roll me an investigation real quick.
12.
12? Okay. So, you start immediately as soon as the door is closed, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Briskly searching around, picking up anything shiny and looking it once over. Everyone can see you doing this if they have anything to say about this.
You truly think that this is the best time for that?
It's always the best time.
Place down a small crystal sphere, which seems to have think like a snow globe, but not Christmas themed. A small city inside. You don't recognize it. Made of some sort of red gemstone.
Definitely pocket that.
All right.
Do I notice anything around the room, like on his desk, or any notes or anything that seem threatening?
Let's see. So you're searching around his desk and you're looking for like threatening as in threatening to him or threatening to you?
To anybody, like just looking
Yes.
for any threat. Like,
Yes. So most of the paperwork that you find in this room is seems to be financial related records, those kinds of fairly, like, you quickly flip through piles of paper. You're like, there's nothing really interesting here, though you do find the letter you sent to him at the top of the pile.
okay, I'll go back to where I was standing. That way, it doesn't look like I.
Just like rifle through his things as
Yeah.
Asmodeus is going through every shiny thing he can find in the background.
Seems to be
Admiring. Just admiring.
Yes, sure. There seems to be no note of threat from anybody else other than a warning letter. Curious how they kept this under wraps for so long.
Amric makes like a indignant humph noise.
Kind of give him a steely glare.
He averts his eyes.
Yep, yeah, he does.
So, after a little while, maybe half hour, just under that, the door opens. Asmodeus, were you searching for things the whole time, or did you return to a couch at some point?
Nah, probably just for like the first 10 minutes, and then yeah, return to a couch. If that's all I found, the crystal orb.
There was a few other things, but nothing that exceptionally stood out to you.
Okay, yeah, then that's it. Yeah, after like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Would have stopped.
The half elf opens the door once more, and a squat, older human male walks in. I was trying to think of a funnier word for walk, but I not quite waddle. Anyways, he's got kind of big, gray, pointy sideburns, bald on top, little tiny spectacles, and he walks in, looks at the five of you, and says, "Yes, what can I do for you? Fine, folks."
Duke Portyr, my name is Lady Keya Ravenshade, and I'll kind of give like a quick bow
Mm-hmm.
and say, I see you've received my letter.
Oh yes, it is a pleasure to see you once again, my
Yes,
lady.
Same to you, Duke. Please come in and sit. We must talk.
Of course. He meanders through the room, before eventually placing himself at his desk, and he looks at you, spreads his hands, says, "I take it this is about this fight, this note."
Yes, indeed. Well, so we had uncovered a plot that people were planning to have you assassinated.
Oh my.
Yes, indeed. And actually, and I'll point my hands toward disguised Amric over there and say, this is the one who was behind it all.
He sits forward, like kind of like adjusts his spectacles, and stares at him for a while, and then says, "I have no idea who this man is."
Well,
Do you recognize him
partially.
now? I'll take the false nose off.
No.
I just shake my head.
No. I'm much
His
better than I
name-
thought.
His name is Amric Van Thamper.
Oh my. Are you sure? I know him quite well. Doesn't look like him at all.
Quite sure.
We disguised him, good Duke, to get him here without his family saving him. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take the ball off his head. Now, of course, you can tell.
Oh, yes, of course. It was the bull that had me fooled.
I'll look at Asmodeus and be like kind of like wave the ball. I'm like, see? Mm-hmm.
Ekard's just kind of like rolling his eyes, but not saying anything at this point.
Keya's got like two fingers on her temple, like, oh my lord.
I can't believe this man is this dense.
Can't believe I'm fucking this guy.
No, I just can't believe the freaking dramatic stuff that's happening right now. Do you have any reason to believe why he would want you dead? Or any of the other 4 members?
No. I mean, we're all good friends, you see. I don't see a reason why.
Well, his mother seems to think not, since she's the one who wants all of this to happen.
My word. Are you sure? Are you quite certain?
Actually, I still have the letter on me, so I'll pull out the letter and I'll put it on his desk in front of him.
Alright, yeah. He like huffs a bit and swaps out his spectacles for a different pair of tinier ones, and peers down at it for a moment. You can see him like reading with his like reading to himself quietly. I must say, this is quite a shock. Quite a shock indeed.
Do you think there's anything we can do to help? I mean, much less than bringing him here to you and maybe letting you sort things out for yourself, but we fear that there's something more dangerous.
What do you mean? Whatever do you mean?
Well, I mean, to be fair, when we found the other people that were involved with all of this, there were cultists, and I'll kind of like look towards Beriadan for like confirmation that's the word I should be using.
I'll pull out the crown and put it on my head.
Oh my lord.
These cultists.
We found treasure, we found the note from Lady Van Zampa. Apparently she's funding these cultists, and there was a portal opened that just swallowed whole the entire city of
Elturel.
It's
He
gone.
he looks at you, like just kind of blankly for a moment. And says, I don't know what to say. This is a lot to take in, I must say.
Trust me, we don't know what to do either.
Would you like me to torture him to get more information?
No.
Ah, damn.
So quick to torture.
So effective, though.
Not always.
What?
My experience.
Perhaps we could lure out more of these would-be assassins by carrying on with the speech.
Perhaps. If they had a backup plan, but do you think that's quite safe?
I don't know. I mean,
A life would be in danger.
my son, I'm a Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. My life is always in danger. Yes.
Fair enough.
He does have a point there.
Regardless, I should still go ahead with the refugee relief speech. You see, it will be good for them and for me.
I mean, yes. I did actually have a sidebar question about that, but
Of
we'll get to
course.
it later. I mean, if you'd like, and I'll look at the rest of the group and say, we could accompany you to the speech and protect you from anyone, and hopefully catch anybody who tries.
Yes, it would be most beneficial, I think. You see, you don't look quite like the guard types. I think you could blend into the crowd far more easily.
Well, we could have Ekard. You can disguise yourself, Ekard, right? You have disguise self or something like that?
I was
Magical
actually
ease?
just thinking that same thing. I could
Oh.
possibly use. Apparently, great minds think alike.
I'm glad I said it first, because that means it's my idea.
I just kind of silently just stare at him and be like, fair enough.
Don't give me that sour look.
But yes, I was thinking possibly utilizing disguise self. I could maybe use my abilities to look as, you know, damn, I already forgot this dude's name.
Emmerich.
Not Emmerich.
Portyr.
Our
Okay.
Portier. Yeah, I could probably disguise myself as Portier and give the speech in his stead, so that anyone targeting him would actually be targeting me.
Oh my. Could you really do that right now? I'd like to see it.
I just sort of I just nod and stand up from the couch, and I utilize disguise self.
Oh my. That's a striking resemblance. I do think you've... And he gets up and he like kind of trundles over to you and he pokes at your stomach, his finger passing through the illusion. He like pulls his finger back at it. You've done a bit extra on the belly, I think. Yes. It should be fine otherwise.
I say it's not exactly 100% perfect, but it should be able to fool any passerbys.
I will say that you have identically matched him.
Yeah, no. He's just self-conscious, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that just kind of to put his own
He's-
ego at ease.
Right about when this conversation started,
Mhm.
I would have been starting to ritual cast something,
Sure.
which in the type of artificer that I am, basically like I took off my one gauntlet, the one that has the paintwork on it,
Mhm.
and I've been tinkering with it, preparing to cast Identify through it.
Okay.
Now it does take 10 minutes, so you can let me know whenever I've accomplished that.
Sounds good. So the Duke says, "We'll have to get you a copy of the speech, I suppose."
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm fairly well at public speaking.
Ekard, can you try to impersonate the Duke for a moment?
Yes.
Try to really grab the essence.
Mannerisms.
Yes, I'd like to hear this.
Let's say I adopt his manner of standing. I
Mhm.
clear my throat and I do my best to impersonate his voice.
I was hoping that you would actually try it.
It's
Well, if
Oh
you're
my.
if you're looking for a performance, I believe
It's like listening
Fucking
to a mirror.
perfect.
Listening to a mirror. Love that.
why yes, I've always been known to say such colloquialisms. Yep. What? Maybe not
Hello.
that.
Tip top Telio.
Splendid, splendid.
Yes.
All right.
If we could get a copy of the speech, and then perhaps any mannerisms, if you speak with your hands a lot, things to keep in mind,
There's
and then also, should we keep him here and have somebody watch him?
keep who?
Or
The
you?
tiefling?
Sorry,
Me.
Portyr. Yes, you.
Where are we going to keep Emmerich?
Oh, hmm.
I would assume maybe the dungeons, but at
Well,
the very least, a guest room.
we do
I mean-
have accommodations for flight risks, you see. Yes.
Well, we could put him there. I have no problem hitting him over the head and knocking him out again.
But you're not okay with torture. How fucking trivial.
If only I knew the sleep spell.
Hold on.
So, do you know where the speech is going to be held? No, okay, I figured. Yes,
No.
not quite yet. Public knowledge, you see. Yes.
Fair enough.
We'll be holding it in the wide. I'm sure you have the common descent would know where about it is. Yes. He points. He gestures at everyone except for Keya and Hamrick.
I'll have you know, good sir, that I am highly regarded.
I see.
I'm from the Minerva family. Have you heard of me?
Oh my, no.
I try not to laugh.
Oh, of course not, I guess. We are an up-and-coming family, of course.
Yes, well,
Very well-regarded merchants. I actually may have some proposals for you later, at a later date.
oh my. Yes,
Some investment opportunities, if you will.
perhaps once all this foul business is over, we can
Absolutely.
discuss. Yes. Oh yes, the event in 2 days' time. You see, we're going to be holding a free food for the misfortunates that have made their way to our fair city. You see, I'm hoping that this gesture of goodwill will, you know, ease tensions as they inevitably, for their own burrow in our wonderful little city of Baldur's Gate. Yes.
Yes, going back to that. So you say it's a speech for refugees, but when we arrived back home, nobody was letting in the refugees from. Oh my god.
Elturel.
Thank you. I keep wanting to say Elysium. That's why.
Don't worry. There's a lot of fantasy names to remember.
Oh boy.
I understand completely.
Nobody was seeming to let them in from Elturel. They were turning them away.
Well, yes, you see, with the loss of Grand Duke Ravengard, you see, and his control over the Flaming Fist, things got a little out of hand, and we weren't quite prepared. But I am personally campaigning to get these fine, unfortunate people at least a hot meal in their bellies and some support. Yes. There isn't space, of course, in the city for them, but we do what we can.
I'm glad at least somebody is making sure they are well looked after.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. And hopefully they'll remember me in the future days to come, yes.
Yes. Well, I mean, we certainly will vouch for you if that's what it comes to.
Excellent, excellent. Oh,
So-
yes. The speech. Oh. Allow one moment. And he, opens a drawer and digs through some paper before handing disguised Ekard a very small folded piece of paper.
To which I dismiss the disguise and accept it.
Yeah, and you unfurl it, you read it. It's not so much a written speech as it is cliff notes. It says something. It's basically just a collection of words as opposed to like a written down thing that says togetherness is underlined. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm saying here. Yes. Basically, it's like welcoming the people of Elturel, togetherness, offering support, all this good business. There's nothing actually specifically written down. He's looking at you like expectantly, kind of like tapping the tips of his fingers together as Beriadan, you complete your identify spell.
Say this is a bit. I can work with this.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I shall. Oh, don't forget, climb atop or not atop, but stand on the base of the ranger statue in the wide. It's a good speech place, you see. So, Beriadan, what you were casting Identify on specifically was the gauntlets or something else?
Oh, hold on. He ran upstairs to the bathroom.
Oh, that's okay.
You had something. Okay, hold on. Let me go ask him real quick.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
I have problems.
I know you do.
Yep.
I know you do.
Say I'm just waiting on food to get here.
Yeah. Oh, it is that time. Uber Eats sent me an email saying that I can get $30 of food for free. Very tempting. I thought I'd used Uber Eats before though.
Let's say yeah, I'm using DoorDash right now. I've got couple of burgers arriving in about maybe 17 minutes, give or take, 16, 17 minutes.
Very nice.
I used Uber Eats to get the poutine today.
Ah, very good.
Poutine?
He used Identify on the Duke, by the way.
On the Duke.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, I'll That was not what I meant to do. I should not have just Googled that word like a fool.
Oh no.
I just Googled the word identify instead of Okay. All right. We'll resolve that whenever he gets back proper. The Duke he says, "Oh, I do for security, of course. I nearly forgot. I expect a normal presence should be just fine. But any more right tip-offs? These ne'er-do-wells, you see. Yes. What are your thoughts?"
In terms of an opposing force, I don't really know exactly what to expect.
Yes.
We
I'll
were
abruptly up. I'll just abruptly stand up,
Uh-huh.
and I'll walk like right up to the Duke and like extend my hand and go, you're a very intelligent, wise leader. Whatever you think is best, I'm sure we'll follow your lead on this. And I'll extend my hand to shake his hand.
He shakes your hand.
And as he does that, I'll do like the very classy, like I'll put my other hand over his hand, like to clasp his hand, right? In doing so, releasing that identify ritual on him. And my intent behind this is, if there's any magical effect currently on him, I can see what it is.
Yes. He has as you cast identify, you can see that he has a few different things. He's got number one, he actually does have mage armor on right now. As well as a few other protective assorted protective spells. Otherwise, he seems to be free of my knee. Anything
free of Ow My Knee. That's a new spell.
I paced when I DM online, and I walked right into a chair.
Ouch.
No illusion magic. There's no enchantment in the form of like he's maybe being like persuaded or charmed.
Not as far as identify shows.
Good.
Like all the spell effects seem to be based on keeping him safe.
Like abjuration. Okay, cool. Yep.
That's a good idea.
And I'll turn to Keya. After I shake his hand, I'll turn to Keya and I'll wink at her. But I'm wearing my helmet, so she doesn't see it.
Looks at me and I just go.
To address the Duke's question, though, we did technically take care of the assassin that was hired to do the assassination, but they could have another one in the wings.
That's right.
I believe, let me double check. As far as you guys know, you've taken out the leader assassin, but the note specifically said put your best man on it.
It wasn't even a name, too. Wasn't it like?
Yeah, I thought it was the name, and it was that guy.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a different guy.
Vaz, Duke Portyr will be delivering a speech at the beloved Ranger in the Wide during an event held by the Confraternity of Refugee Relief. Give it the iron barb I have enclosed. in this
Mm.
packet to your best assassin. I know that you will serve me well in this.
Okay, and then we found that iron barb on the guy that we killed.
You found a dagger on the guy that you killed.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
we
we
didn't
found
find
the
the
iron
barb.
barb. Okay, then never
That
mind.
might have been my bad on explaining something.
No, no.
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 Good.
It's good to
Um,
recognize when you've accidentally misled people.
Do we have any idea what an iron barb is?
It could be
Like it's an
anything,
weapon,
really.
right?
It's like a
I
kinda
spike.
just- Yeah, I kind of just imagine like almost like an arrowhead that's like barbed, so like you can't take it out of the skin or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right.
the ones with they look like feathers almost, but it's obviously.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
If you pull it out, it does more damage.
Yeah, real nasty piece of work.
Well, all you can say that to Duke. I'll say, does the name Iron Barb mean anything to you?
No, not that I'm aware of.
I believe that's an actual physical thing, Beriadan.
Well, yes, Asmodeus, but it could also be the name of a thing.
Yes, it's the name of all the things that are iron barbs.
Stuff can be two
Think-
things.
I
So,
think what
Stuff.
he meant is that could they have potentially named a poison the Iron Barb and given him a poison
Or a dagger made of iron that has barbs, and thus they called it the Iron Barb. Yes.
nothing. I don't consort with assassins and thieves and ne'er-do-wells. And
No, we wouldn't
You
think
have
would.
now.
oh dear,
Oh
Ha!
boy. No, not that sort.
Kurt
Please.
just kind of like raises his hand and just kind of places it over his eyes.
well, I must say, you lot are a credit to your financial situation. Yes,
I am quite rich, I'll have you know.
and they say crime doesn't pay.
It does.
And quite well at that. That wasn't in character, by the way.
I know.
I was.
It does is such a powerful reaction. To
Fucking hell.
that. Well, I believe we've come to terms. You know where to be and about what time. Just swing by in the morning.
Indeed, and I'll go to shake his hand.
He accepts your hand.
Does he have rings on?
Yes, he does.
I'll do the same maneuver that Beriadan did, put it like clasping my hand over and try to like make a ring.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
You guys got pudgy ass fucking fingers, yo.
Disadvantage.
Fuck, disadvantage? Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's already fucked. But we'll do it again. I am not rolling well tonight. Fuck,
Sucks.
That's funny.
that does suck.
So you go to slip one of his rings off, but you do find he's got like those short, kind of stubby, wide fingers, and the rings have apparently been on his fingers for so long that they're quite difficult to get off. So you kind of tug on it a little bit, and then you realize
Coming.
maybe this isn't the best idea. The Duke, to his credit, just kind of smiles ignorantly of this and shakes her hand.
He already thinks I'm a criminal, so
He didn't notice you do it, but you you failed at the attempt and he didn't notice.
Oh boy.
awesome. I just go like,
I was
"Damn."
still waiting. I was hoping he was going to be like, "Oh, my ring got caught on your ring."
I
It's
was exactly gonna say that again. If he
Nope.
said anything, I would have. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, he's just oblivious.
Awesome.
so when his hands come back and there's no rings taken, I just kind of like quietly smile to myself.
Keya thinks that does Keya think that Asmodeus is growing as a person, or does she think that he failed the attempt?
No, I think he's growing as a person.
Oh yeah.
He's taken this And he's, he after I told him not to take anything else, he's not taking anything else.
Fair enough.
Good Duke Portyr. Do you have any desire to purchase a speaking bowl?
What, whatever do you mean, my dear boy?
I'll put the bowl on the table and I'll press it. I'm guilty.
Oh my
Why? What purpose do you expect me to find for this?
Oh, just you have a lot of stuff. I felt you might want one more.
It's just like a regular,
Just a regular bowl.
it's a regular looking bowl with some fresh arcane runes carved into the outside of it.
Yeah. If you
Say
want, I
nothing-
can change what it says.
I like
If nothing else, you could use as a party gag.
I suppose, yes. Hmm.
Oh, if
Yes.
you're looking for something to buy, do you have any fetishes? And I'll pull out the Orc Mask.
Oh my god.
We'll do you the orc mask
No.
and the bowl, and we can have the bowl say something in orcish if you'd like.
At this point, Ekard's just kind of like throwing his hands in the air and just turning around and be like, fuck this, I'm out.
Keya's face is like pure white. Like, oh god.
Yeah.
I can also put a sign on the front of your
Oh no,
house.
Beriadan, I don't
Oh.
think he will need a sign.
Sure, because it can glow and you can make
I'm-
sparkles.
Absolutely sure.
Hmm.
Absolutely sure.
I just kind of silently mouth to the Duke, like, I apologize for the idiocy of my companions.
He seems to be quite taken in, actually.
I can also provide you with spectacles that glow so you can see better with them.
Now that may be handy, Beriadan.
Of course, you will need to provide me the spectacles, but once I have them, I could provide the glowing effect.
Certainly.
Maybe you could read in the dark.
And for a fair price, I dare say.
Yes. Of course, he takes off his reading glasses, his tiny reading glasses, and hands them to you.
This can only
Oh.
end well.
Only 10 gold pieces.
No, of course, he's small change. He
So I'm gonna take the glasses and go over to the desk and pull out my tools, and I'm gonna start etching little carvings on the side of it. And I'm
he
gonna-
goes over to the door, opens it. The half elf is still out there, and he goes, "Be a dear, fetch the money." And she just leaves. She gives the lot of you a
Money.
withering look before leaving.
I just kind of look back, being like, God help me.
And this mask, are you interested in this mask?
I don't have much use for facial wear, you see.
Oh, you could just hang it up on the wall as a decorative piece.
I see. Well, it's not very fetching, you see. It's kind of plain.
All right, fine, I'll keep it. If you
Very
don't think it
well.
has any value, then I will keep it.
Very well.
What about this crown? Would you like this crown?
I think perhaps we hold on to that crown. Actually,
What?
What
use do we have of it?
Well, we don't know what it could do or what power it holds.
I don't think it has any magic power. Could be
No,
wrong.
but it might have the ability to, I don't know, be the thing that grants you power over a throne of the dragon. I don't know.
That'd be awesome. Okay, I keep it. Never mind, Duke. But
Never mind, dude.
But I do have a business opportunity for you. See, I have a proposal. If with a small investment, we get orphan children to make clothes, and it gives them a job, and it gives them money to have hopes for the future.
Concerned for a second.
What a fine idea.
All I need from you is 500 gold pieces.
You may need to elaborate on your plans.
Yes, I'm interested, but that's a fair amount of money for.
So you know that most clothing is fairly expensive because it's made by like people that require more money than say just living expenses. They like to have luxurious items. But if we just paid orphan children the money to feed themselves and clothe themselves and such, that's very cheap labor in comparison. Sure, the quality is down, but if you sell it down to the lower cities, they don't care about quality. They just want clothes, cheap clothes.
This is a interesting, fine idea.
Sorry for asking, but Asmodeus, where does his money come into play for this?
I need starter money to get the materials.
And I'm done. And I'll hold up the glasses. And they're glowing bright light in 5 feet around the glasses.
Uh-huh.
Dim light for another 5 feet.
Okay.
I'll go, here you are, sir. And I'll hand them to the Duke.
He puts them on. He says, well, these are simply marvelous. They're a little hard to see around the light, of course, but
Yes, well, but it works better at night, I'm sure.
yes.
Shit.
You can also try closing one eye. That could make it. Oh, here you go. I'll give him his money back. Yeah, that was a bad idea. I apologize.
Okay.
Well, you did try your best, Beriadan.
I did. But you know, I didn't fully think it out. It's,
To be fair, that is quite like night vision goggles.
Oh, but what's that?
Dark vision
Dark-
glasses.
The goggles of dark vision. What an interesting and entirely original idea.
Well, you came up with it yourself.
What?
You tried to make him goggles,
Yes.
and I'll put my hands up to my eyes and do the glasses with light so that he could see in the dark. Dark vision goggles.
Just gonna sit down and pull out a book and start like sketching like what the fuck is it gonna turn into. You know?
He's like 3 different versions.
Good Duke.
Oh, they're both
And-
breaking up now.
Yeah, I know.
That was Tyler's fault because she's coughing and being horrible.
Okay.
I will. I'll snap my fingers, and the light will turn off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll say, "Good Duke, I will make some of these. What did you call them, Keya?
Dark vision goggles.
Night vision goggles, yes. And I will sell them to you at a later date. My promise as a artificer.
Very well. Very well.
So about that investment, have I sold you?
Well, I'll
Would
have to
get-
think about it. I'll have to think.
You would get 10% of the profits once we start making a profit, of course. Along with your 500 gold investment.
I see. This is very intriguing. Yes, why don't we discuss this after this business? We can come to an agreement, I think.
Fair enough, and I give a slight bow.
He nods. He well, I look forward to working with a lot of you. I think it's going to be very exciting. Very exciting. Yes.
I guess we'll be on our way then.
Very well, and do be careful.
Of course.
With us.
So, you make your way back out of the manor house leaving Amric behind this time.
Oh,
Now,
yeah. Can we stay and make sure that he gets put into like a fucking holding cell or something?
oh, for sure. He is absolutely taken to a lower level. If you follow the household guard down, they definitely take him to what can only be described as a dungeon. Um, low stone rooms, dimly lit, few iron barred cells, that kind of thing. They lock him in place and post a guard out front.
Are you sure we don't want to torture him?
Yes, Asmodeus, please.
Fine.
I just read your Iron Barb joke, Ben. That's a really good one.
Oh, that's why I was laughing like forever ago. Like I had no idea what you guys were talking about at the time and why you guys were laughing, but I was laughing at the Iron Bar.
Oh my god, the dice.
Oh my goodness. What in the hell?
I just felt like rolling.
Oh,
Fair
okay.
enough. So, you find yourselves back on.
You're getting killed.
You take 64 d4 of damage. I was just saying that I noticed your Iron Barb joke. That's
Yeah.
very good.
I say, I forget my that I have push to talk enabled, and I didn't have push to talk when I came back from the computer.
That's
But
okay. It just makes us look like we're talking to ourselves.
that's not a problem.
Exactly.
For,
What, you mean you don't re-record the missing dialogue?
no.
What?
For
What?
those watching on YouTube later, I had to step away from the computer for a few minutes, and I came back and I just saw a bunch of D4s being rolled across the screen. I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
Ah, all is well. So, Amric safely stored away, and with 2 days until the big event, 2 sleeps, I should say. What would you like to do, as it is getting on towards the end of the day at this point? Night has started creeping in.
There is only one thing I would have looked into, and that's I was just kind of curious if Duke Portyr, not only would he have just asked if he is kind of bodily active during his speech or anything like that, kind of waving hands or anything of that nature, but does he have a tendency to, like, say, maybe, what's the term I'm thinking of? Does he tend to go into, like, a lot of analogies? Does he tend to, like, go into, like, a lot of personal tales or anything of that nature? Like, when I was a boy, that sort of thing?
He during the this discussion with him, yes, he did. He talked very animatedly, um, hands moving around a lot, that kind of thing, and yes, he did say, yes, I love extolling the virtues of my family and discussing my own personal experiences as they relate to the common folk. Um, but feel free to make anything up. I'm sure that in anything far too egregious will be easy enough to rectify after we catch these miscreants that are after my hide. Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
So, does anyone have anything they would like to do while they wait for this event to take place? Or 2 days. So essentially, you have the evening, one whole day, and then on the next day it will be taking place in the morning. Your instructions are return to his house, and leave from there with like under guard and all that good business. Sell the illusion.
Do you believe you're going to be using that rapier still?
Say again?
My question is to Ekard. Do you believe you'll be using that rapier still?
I do believe so. Why do you ask?
I just good to know. Okay. Sir Asmodeus, do you have an arcane focus?
Why, yes, I do. It's this orb that looks a black orb that looks like it has a flame glowing in the middle.
Interesting. Would you perchance allow me to tinker with it? With the potential that I will allow you to focus its energies slightly more precisely.
I get it back. I'll have your balls if you don't give them back.
Of course, I don't even know how to use it. To that extent, how do you? So, I think I've only ever seen you maybe use one spell, right? The Eldritch Blast, yes.
I've used Hex. I've used Witch Bolt.
Right, Witch Bolt, yes.
and
Okay, yes. Okay.
Prestidigitation.
Would if I could find a way to channel the energy from the orb, maybe through like a cylinder of sorts, and that allowed it to have the more precision and perhaps more velocity in the strikes of, say, your Eldritch Blast, could that be beneficial?
We can always try it. If I don't like it, you'll have to put it back.
So I'm thinking, I've seen you use this crossbow before, yes?
Yes.
But it's not actually doing anything. It's just you're kind of channeling the magic through it, right? But it's not actually assisting the magic.
Times yes.
What if we were to use a intricate system with a trigger-like system similar to a crossbow, but with that, then it would go through a mirrored cylinder, and the mirrored cylinder would then launch the refracted energy again in a more precise way.
Through the orb?
Like a
I
lot
would
of
call it.
nerd talk. I'm gonna let you just have at it.
Okay, I'll bring you back into the discussion after when we get to the detail points at the end. Okay,
Please
all right.
don't.
Okay, all right.
But
So if he gives me that, I'm going to spend like a long rest at some point here, making him an Eldritch cannon gun.
All right. Let's see. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Nergo to kind of keep an eye on him.
He's arcane focus. What the fuck is an arcane?
You don't know what arcane focus is?
No, I know what an focus.
Barely hear you.
I know what an arcane focus is.
Okay.
And I guess I would need to I would need to go to a black like a smithy,
Mm-hmm.
and at the smithy I would try and make a trade with them where it's like, if you let me use your smithy for a little while to make this small object, in return, I'll do something for you. Like I'll make something for you or trade you for something.
Yeah. It's easy enough to.
Like if I can use his smithy for an hour, I will work for him in whatever he needs me to make for an hour, like daggers, swords, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you find I'm assuming in the lower city, by off of the docks, there is a half orc run smithy that is mostly produces typical ironworks, nails, horseshoes, the like. And he says, oh, well, yeah, if you want to help in the forge, you can certainly borrow it for a bit.
Excellent. So I would take like whatever amount of hours to
Mhm.
to make that combination. Oh, and I guess I would also probably need I'm gonna ask some days for his crossbow too.
Sure.
I might break it.
That's okay. I don't use it very much anymore.
It should help for your purposes, I believe. Yes.
All right, I believe you. For now.
So my goal is gonna basically I'm gonna take like iron,
Mhm.
make I'll make it a gun, right? So like
Yeah.
make it a cylinder, right? And it would be a rather like it would be long, but like pistol size long, maybe like 6 inches, let's say.
Mhm.
And then on the inside of it, I would have like I would curve it out and I would kind of dull it out on the inside so that it does follow like a curved pattern. Again, like in a cylindrical form, like a barrel.
Yes.
And then I would attach that to the crossbow. And in doing that, I'd likely break off the actual bow part of the crossbow. So it would just be the mechanism where it has the trigger that attaches to the bow itself. And I would, via nails or via, whatever I have handy in this little workshop, I would seal it on so that basically him pulling the trigger doesn't like activate anything per se. But when he puts the orb onto the back end of it, like the back end of the barrel, when he pulls the trigger and then also like enacts his magic, so like he wants to cast an Eldritch Blast, it'll be focused through the barrel, and thus make it an enhanced arcane focus. So it does +1 to attack and +1 to damage.
Very nice. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see. Make me, just for my entertainment, a skill check. I believe you should have Smith's Tools proficiency or Tinker's Tools. Yes, Tinker's Tools. That's the one I'm looking for. Tinker away, my friend, with advantage for proper workshop and
okay?
Good
Excellent.
flavor.
So advantage, and then we'll just call it like I just roll my proficiency bonus.
Let's see. Roll me
Plus something.
intelligence plus proficiency. Yes.
Okay.
Roll intelligence and then just add 2.
Yeah, I have to do it that way. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That
You manage it handily. How it takes you far less time than you initially anticipated. And it just kind of all fits together like you were almost as if you were following a pre-planned kit, as it were. A fine enhanced arcane focus for Asmodeus.
So I will. I'll hold up the gun with the orb in it at this time. I'll go. So Asmodeus, could you please give it a try?
Right then, we're at Ekard's place. I'm assuming.
Yeah, like this is like here I'll apply a long rest too. To the party. Here ya, long rest. Yeah, so this would have been this is like maybe towards the evening of the day after or afternoon afternoon. You spent the part of them a few hours in the morning working for the smith and working on your project before returning to the gang at, I'm assuming, Ekard's place. Sorry, continue.
Yes, please give this a try. Just point and we'll shoot. You know what to do, I guess.
Perhaps outside somewhere.
Ekard, is there anything I can shoot in here? Anything you don't have particular attachments to?
Perhaps outside a barrel. Just shoot over the water.
I forgot I was muted. Yeah, I've got like some empty wine bottles around here I can scrummage up.
Excellent.
Okay,
Yes.
let's do it.
So this is a mechanically an infused arcane focus +1.
+1. +1 to attack, +1 to damage.
On like all my spells, pretty much.
That
has
it
like
would
There's
technically
an item here. There we go.
be like attacks. Like it doesn't affect your spell DC.
No.
But anything that you do is like attack and damage for.
Okay. Yep. Gotcha.
I have equipped you with a arcane focus wand +1. Go ahead and just make a spell attack of any type. I'm curious to see what happens. Do you normally have a +6?
I actually added that by myself though. I added the +1 to like my Eldritch Blast spell. I was gonna see if it had +7, but here we'll do this. Maybe I have to equip it.
It should be equipped.
Oh, yeah, it is equipped. Yep. Then no, didn't work. I'll manually put it in. It's not a big
Sure.
deal.
Yep. I've also there we go. Crossbow gun is what it's called in your inventory, and the description should describe. And we'll remove your light crossbow because you don't have that anymore.
The name that I mean, call it as you wish if you'd like to name it something. You know, I know sometimes warriors will name their weapons, but I've simply have called it the Eldritch Cannon. Again, do it as you will.
That's fine by me. While he's out doing all that stuff, though, I'm gonna be kind of investigating this engraved bone because I still don't know what it does.
Okay. Let me see here. And how are you investigating this? I'm curious.
I just want to figure out what it does. So
All right.
I don't know. I'll just be sitting around it, kind of focusing energy into it, or trying to activate it. Or, I don't know.
Sure.
Hit myself with it.
Hero. Okay. Yeah. You play around with it. Let's see. And as you're examining it, you notice that there seems to be actually a phrase written in Draconic, engraved in amidst some of the other nonsense runes. You kind of look at it for a moment and speak it. I'm assuming.
I don't speak it.
Coward.
Oh, I'll speak the spell, but I don't know Draconic.
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, you say the word as best you can. You've seen, perhaps Itova Karix has shown you some draconic letters and how to make the sounds.
Okay.
The runes glow blue, and a skeleton materializes around the bone, covered in these runes, with glowing blue eyes. It stands, staring at you,
Oh, perfect. The servant. Of course.
and
Stand on
the
one leg.
spell is identified as Bone of Animation.
Grab that.
Cool. I will read that. All right, somebody else can go.
I honestly can't think of anything in particular. Yeah.
If you guys don't have to do it everything or anything. You can also, if you have something, great. If not, you can kind of spend some downtime just hanging out.
I mean, I suppose Ekard would probably go out into the city and try to see about maybe finding Vendetta, asking her out for like an evening, probably.
All
That's
right.
probably about the only thing I could think for him to do.
Yeah, spends the day. All right. Let's see. Roll me. Oh shit, that was close. Roll me and Let me see what skills you have. Let me look at the skills real quick, so I can make a brain decision here. Brain. Roll me a perception check as you spend some time wandering through the city streets, looking around the different tap houses, taverns, etc. Um, as you're going about, you find you actually bump straight into her in the street, full romantic comedy style.
Nice. Like, Will, Starsby, I was just looking for you.
Oh, well, it's you found me. Nothing, nothing ominous, I hope.
No, just was, mine was wandering and was just wondering if you'd be receptive to maybe spending the day with me.
I, you certain, well, I suppose that's fine. Um, I am, of course, on the clock, but you're more than welcome to come along. I would
Well, if
feel a bit safer, I must admit.
I'll certainly go ahead and provide some assistance for your rounds. But maybe when you're done with your rounds, I could probably maybe treat you to a pint and maybe a little bit of maybe dinner, possibly.
I, yes, I certainly, yes. So, you spend your day traveling with Vendetta throughout the various taverns and a couple of noble houses, actually. Um, making deliveries, taking new orders. That's a very long and busy day, hustling back and forth from various uh, what's the word? Brewery, jeepers creepers, and other alcohol procurement establishments to alcohol distribution establishments. There we go. That's the word. Um, and in the end,
Basically, bar hopping, only not.
yes, the opposite. Actually, pretty much the opposite of bar hopping. You're resupplying it instead of draining their supply. And you end off the evening with a quiet meal. It goes well, as it were. Let's see. And you get to return in the eve to your after a successful day to your tiny apartment crowded with the random bums that you have
Got it with a bunch
collected.
of lazy freeloaders. I'm kidding.
Does
Say,
anyone else have anything they would like to do for the?
at least Beriadan's pulling his weight around here. I'm just kidding.
Hey now. Uh,
If not,
sorry.
we it is absolutely acceptable to just wait out the day as well.
just kind of trying to do some quick math here
Mm-hmm.
to make sure I get 100 gold pieces out of the money that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to try and transfer over one spell from one of the spell books.
Certainly. Let's see. Let me double check how this works. It's always no, never mind. Yeah, you transfer out the money as you collect yourself the materials required, and then spend your time total of 2 hours per level and 50 gold per level. So what spell are you copying over?
Magic missile.
Magic missile. Very
First
good.
level, right? Yeah, level 1.
So so for 100 gold, you can copy over 2 level 1 spells.
Oh, okay, perfect. So I'll do shit. Do sleep.
Sleep. Okay, you may add both of those to your spell book as you total of 4 hours poring over it, copying the notes, converting them to a nomenclature a bit more familiar and less culty than what you find in the dusty tomes you collected from under the prancing nymph,
Hmm.
and after those 4 hours, you successfully have copied over magic missile and sleep to your spellbook.
Perfection. Still got a long way to go, but yeah, then I'll just prepare the spells that I want.
It's a good idea to get everything in one place, as it were. So, after this day of waiting, the morning of the speech arrives. Let's give you another long rest just for luck. There we go.
Thought I had
You
my.
make your way back through the city streets, back to the gate of the upper city. Swiftly let through, find your way back at the Portier Manor. This time, the outside of which has been is a bustle of activity. Guards stand around, alert, looking out. You're briefly stopped, but explaining who you are, you're escorted in past a fairly large and opulent carriage into the front door, where you find the Duke pacing nervously. He says, good to see you once again, my friends. Are you ready?
Say,
So,
been looking forward to this.
Yes, that's the spirit, yes. So, I think it would be best if, your silver friend here was the only one in the carriage, you see. Might arouse suspicion if he kind of like gestures with wiggles his fingers at you at the group of you. Some miscreants were clambering about my carriage, you see.
I said, that's fair enough. I don my disguise through the disguise self spell and hop on inside.
Yeah, and as you don your disguise, he elbows one of the Duke elbows one of the guards and says, "You see, Humphrey, I told you. That's a splendid trick. Look." The guard just kind of is like, yeah, yes, Dukeship. I don't know what the title of Dukes is.
it's your royal dukeness.
Yeah, your dukeliness, yes.
Dukiness.
So the carriage takes off at a leisurely pace through as much of the upper city as it can get through before it has to cross over into the lower city. The rest of you can very easily outpace it and arrive at the wide ahead of time.
Yeah, before he gets in the carriage, can I go up to Ekard, disguised as the guy, and give him Fortune's favor? Gives
Certainly.
him luck for an hour.
Oh, very nice.
Whenever you make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can dismiss the spell in itself to roll an additional d20 and choose which one of those you want to use.
Nice.
It's basically by using luck. But, so you have that now.
Sweet. Appreciate it.
So, let's see here. Let's see. You make your way through the city streets on foot. And it is very, very much more crowded. Let's see here. Where is what I'm looking for? Ah, yes. It seems as though the Duke has kept his word. when you enter the wide, a large chaotic marketplace packed to the gills with all manner of people, many of whom seem like they've been living pretty rough for the past few days. All manner of wow, my brain turned off. Open air vendor stalls, thank you, me. Have been converted into places where people can line up, get hot food and fresh supplies for whatever survival camp has been erected, or refugee camp has been erected outside of the city proper. There is a small guard presence keeping the people in. However, no one is really allowed to wander the streets of Baldur's Gate outside of the wide. There's a very clear path through one of the outer gates to where you are. The crowd packed tight. You press your way in. Do you have anywhere you'd like to go, or would you like to make your way towards the statue of the beloved ranger, which stands proudly in the center of the square?
I think I'm just gonna head directly to the center and just assume my post.
Yeah, when you arrive, it's certainly the guard with you, like part the sea, as it were. The
Say,
rest of you would
just
have,
milk this for all it's worth.
yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by something. Yeah. The rest of you, however, who arrived a little while before Ekard did, do you have any way you would like to disperse yourselves throughout the crowd?
So upon arrival, I'll have just lightly touched Beriadan's shoulder and given him the gift of alacrity.
Uh-huh.
As well, before flanking off to a different position.
Okay.
Oh, I'm staying with you. So I'll just follow right behind her.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go off to like not in the middle of the crowd, but off to like a side. And like lean up against a wall and just keep an eye on the stage. Maybe like 100 feet away.
Sounds good. Yeah, easy enough. And as after a few long minutes of watching, you see the Duke's carriage arrive once more. You see Echo disguised as the Duke step down from his carriage and be escorted briskly through the crowd. The guards are not particularly gentle in getting people out of the way if they don't want to, or don't want to move, or don't notice in time what's happening. But eventually you are placed at the feet of the statue. A small step staircase is laid out in front of you, allowing you to easily clamber your way up onto the wide base of the statue. Curiously, you notice that part of the statue at its feet is a small bronze hamster. That's all. But now you find yourself looking out at the massive crowd gathered before you, and the stage is yours.
To say, do I have anything to sort of help project my voice, or do I just have to speak as loud as I can?
Let's see. You seem to be expected to. Well, let's see. As you look around, you do notice one of the guards is holding up a cone for you to speak through.
I say I accept it and be like, oh,
He nods. Flanked on two sides. You are flanked on two sides now, as you prepare to give your speech by a pair of well armored looking guards.
say, yeah. I just thank him again. Ah, yes, yes, thank you. And I go up to the front. I take my stance, and I just basically call out to the bullhorn. Ah, thank you all for coming. Yes, yes, thank you.
Hush
If I
falls.
had,
A
go.
relative hush falls over the crowd as people nearby stop and turn to stare at you. Please go ahead.
I have gathered you all here today. Damn, I hate it when I have to improv on the spot here.
Don't worry. It's a good skill to learn. And take your time. And if you would like, you can simply cliff notes it too. Whatever you're comfortable.
Say, welcome, one and all, to. It has been. A, perception. So I just immediately start. Say, it is with a great and heavy heart I have learned of the unfortunate dear fate that has befallen Elturel. With wide open arms, I welcome you refugees. It is not much, but please accept our humble offering of food and shelter as we scrounge up supplies to assist you in your time of need. Why,
And
yes, this reminds me of a time when I was a boy.
And as you start going off onto a tangent, something something happens. It's
Uh-oh.
You feel a hot streak of air pass by the side of your head. You hear a wet thunk and a sizzling noise, and you turn. One of the guards on the left of your has a weird glowing metal rod sticking out of the side of his neck. As you watch, it glows brightly and brighter still before he collapses to his knees, falls to the ground, and the long, gangly arms of devils start to force their way out of the wound as two imps crawl out and let me see, what is this? How would I describe this other creature that is appeared before you? Fat, trundling, what a good picture. Devils crawl their way out, impossibly out of this dead man's injury. Take up residence on the platform with you and start gibbering madly in some hellish language, and we'll see if this map that I have thrown together works.
Now, Beriadan and Keya, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We're scanning the crowd, trying to look for any suspicious activity. Did we happen to see where that, I assume, iron barb came from?
Sure. Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, we both rolled 19s.
19s? Oh, I missed that. My bad.
Noise, yeah.
Yeah. Both of you did see where that came from, actually. If you give me 1 second to get this set up, as I try to remember how to use this software again.
I'm just like sort of half tempted at this point to just draw the rapier while still in disguise and be like, "What ho! You dare to you dare to interrupt my speech? Have at thee!"
That'd be pretty good, actually. Let's see. Da 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 da. Okay.
Just rolling with it while still trying to remain in character as much as possible.
Here, I'll start sharing as I populate this. Everyone can see, correct?
Yep.
Perfection.
Cool.
That's not. You feel free to position yourselves if you are Asmodeus, Beriadan, or Keya. This is just kind of a estimation.
It's good. I can write a picture.
Probably about right.
Standing over by the stinky swordfish. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Card.
I like the fish.
You are fishy.
That's the name. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yeah, I'll get the location of these bad boys up very soon, because you both actually did see where it came from. Did not work. That's the name of the fellow. Another dark clad figure actually lowers a bow. There we go. Over here, I don't know how to ping it to you, but if you see the tree,
Yeah.
that would be the individual who accosted you, as it were.
Would
Okay.
I be able to see this man? Or
Roll me a perception check real quick.
all right, one moment.
Nice.
Yes, you also
Nat
do.
20.
Yep. You also see this man. And I'll lock tokens, and combat shall begin.
Is he like up in the tree?
No, he actually is standing below it.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if possible, I would have liked to get off like a magic missile on him, or sleep even. Actually, I would probably do sleep first.
Initiative so low.
I know, but I was trying to. If I saw where it came from, and just go to sleep.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Alex brought up a good point. I didn't hold the action. I should have done that. Oh well.
So, first off, our friend the guard friend, he got the first turn.
Oh, all right.
He's the oh, I don't know if he's actually visible.
No,
That's
he's not.
He was.
he is now, right? Good.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
He's good.
Good. He springs into action. performing spear. There we go. Let's see what he gets. Missing soundly. Beriadan, what are you doing as you are now surrounded by fat, uh, bloated devils and imps?
You mean Ekard, of course, right?
Ekard, yes. Who did I say?
Brilliant.
Beriadan, yeah.
Forgive me. Forgive
I
me.
wasn't gonna say anything at first. I do call out toward the other guards nearby in attendance. I point out to the Nightblade by the tree,
Mm-hmm.
and I yell out, "Ho there! That that disguised not disguised, that black-clad individual over there!" And I turn to the nearest monster before me.
Mm-hmm.
I take my rapier and I basically say, exactly as I do. You dare to interrupt my speech? How about you?
That hits.
Sweet. Would I
All right.
also be able to add sneak attack damage on that?
Yes, you would actually.
All right.
As a companion of yours is within 5 feet and not incapacitated.
Sweet.
Just 'cause I just saw the number there. What is your dex, Ben?
My dex is 13.
Oh, okay.
Let's say, yeah, I'm not exactly much of a dex rogue right now.
I
uh,
also want to quickly
was-
point out one thing for combat purposes.
Yeah.
It's not shown, but you are in the midst of a large crowd. Moving through it is possible, but it is considered difficult terrain. Just want to put that out there first.
Gotcha.
Sorry, continue. As you stab into this blubbery creature.
Let's say I've pretty much already taken my action, so that pretty much does it for me.
All right. So Beriadan, as this insanity bursts out around you, the crowd starts to swell and surge and try to escape from this horrible affair. What are you doing?
So there's definitely, like, between me and the Nightblade, there's definitely like a crowd of people.
Yes.
So I wouldn't be able to get to them. Okay. Well, I'll move, so I'd be able to get 15 feet towards them.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll move towards them, and I'll be like yelling and pointing, saying, "Asmodeus, he's here, he's here!" And then once I got to over there, I can see him, obviously, right?
Yep.
I'd like as I'm pushing my way through the people, I'd reach my one hand up to my shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd say in Elvish, "Activate magic missile," and then I'd like tap the shoulder, and like the pauldron, is that right? Anyways,
Yeah.
the armor piece of the shoulder would like pop open,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 darts of magical energy would shoot out of it, up into the air, and then like come crashing down on top of the Nightblade.
Look at you
Sound-
go, Iron Man. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's good. So he's gonna get 1, 2, 3.
All right. The magic missiles strike into the would-be assassin, causing it to stagger, before he turns to face you, and then immediately turns to flee.
That's my turn.
The imps start take flight around you, Beridian, or fuck. Ekard. I don't know why Beriadan is living in my head.
Wink.
Let's see.
I think it's
say,
because, like, for the past 2 or 3 sessions, I've always been at the bottom of the combat list and not the top.
Perhaps, yeah. One of the imps goes sailing towards you, trying to sting you with its tail, but gets thrown off balance in the awkward quarters. The other imp takes flight over to your guard companion, goes to make a sting at him. Successful sting. Oh no. And it injects him with some sort of poison, which quick flares up the wound, causing him to fall to his knees and then collapse dead.
Oh,
Asmodeus says, "This is all happening. What are you doing?"
Did I hear? I probably wouldn't have seen where the bolt was coming from. 'cause
No, but you.
Oh, I accidentally fucking. Can you send me the map again? I accidentally closed it. Keep dragging the wrong fucking button. Anyways, yeah. So I probably didn't see. But do I hear Beriadan?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll hop up onto this stall table,
Mm-hmm.
and if I can see him, I'll say, like, Nurgle, go get him. Take
Okay.
down that cloak figure.
All right.
He has a fly speed of 40 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He takes
Unless
flight.
he's in Raven form, which I probably usually leave him in the Raven form, so it's 60 feet actually.
All right. Let me see here. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Let's see. So, yeah, Nurgle flies over, takes flight from your shoulder, and it's a he can make a normal attack, right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
His just regular imp attack.
He makes his regular imp attack, striking this assassin, biting into his neck, and pulling him to the ground as
Good
he tries
job,
to.
Nurgle.
Or actually, for let's go for a better. Have any of you seen that one Witcher 3 trailer where the raven flies through a guy's head?
oh, yep,
Mhm.
That energy.
yep.
I love it, Nurgle.
Big Nurgle energy.
Laid out on the ground. Do you have anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, then I'm going to, because that's just a bonus action, I think, to
Mm-hmm.
engage him now. Yeah, bonus action. Cool. Yeah, so I will attack this other imp here with Eldritch Blast, my arcane focus +1 Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, do you mean your Eldritch Cannon?
No, just an Eldritch Blast +1.
Oh,
That hits.
You're gonna break his heart, Tanner.
So
Yeah,
and
you
then that's
you absolutely blast one of the imps, and it comes apart.
I'm just like, holy fuck, this thing's awesome.
I heard that.
No, you didn't. Go help Ekard. And that's it.
Okay. So now it's the fat boys. They get to go.
Oh, this will be fun.
Let's see. One goes to bite. Which fat boy is this? Oh, he has to move over to you first. Blubbers on over to you. A hit. Making a quick attack.
Oh,
Giving you a stiff.
Yeah, that's
Stiff.
a bit painful, yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. The next one is number 2. Waddles over. makes an attack. Oh shit, I fucked that up. There we go. Another strike.
Mm.
Guards, I seem to be in a might spot of trouble, lads.
The other two then descend into the crowd. You can take an attack against this one that's moving away from you right now if you would like.
Sweet, I will go ahead and do that.
It goes to waddle away from you.
Let's see.
A miss.
Damn.
As it rapidly waddles, jumps down into the crowd, and starts attacking the people about, as does its companion. Keya, as you see these devils start to descend on the population, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast magic missile at 2nd level and blow my 2nd level spell slot at the two that are going into the crowd. So I'll shoot 2 at Niparibo 4 and Niparibo 3.
All right. Go and do it. Nice. Nice.
You.
All right. As it's about to pull a woman to the ground and start trying to eat her, as far as you can tell, your magic missiles strike it in the side of the head, vaporizing it.
Yes, thank God. Okay. And then if possible, I'm going to off this way. Turn.
People away.
Say we kind of lost you there for a second.
Yeah.
Can I if the way that I'm currently going,
Uh-huh.
avoiding
I lost you again there.
the way that I'm moving,
Mhm.
like the track that I've got going, is there people there or am I avoiding the crowd by going that
Yeah, that way avoids the crowd.
way? Okay, perfect. So then I would go to here then.
All right.
My full 30 movement. And then that is my turn.
All right. Ekard, as you are being surrounded by the fat lads.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw up an Armor of Agathis.
Sounds good.
And since that's my action, I think I'm just going to stand my ground and just try to deflect any blows that come my way. That's pretty much all I can do.
All right. Beriadan, as you see the assassin collapse to the ground.
That's about as far as I can get with the movement, right?
Yep. You push your way through the crowd.
Make way! Make way! Seeing that I'm not going to get quite there in time, like there's still people in front of me too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're starting to flee from that area.
But nonetheless, still people in between. Okay.
Actually, I just had an idea to help showcase this. The crowd is fleeing around, out and away from around this. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So this area is clear of people for the most part.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I think yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and fire another magic missile. Then.
Do it up.
Touch the other shoulder pauldron and open it up and magic missile activate and fire 3 more again, up arcing like way over everyone's heads and they're dropping down. The first one targeting this fella. The second one also targeting that fella. And the third one seeing like I drop, targeting the first guy beside me.
Sounds good.
And it's my turn. Yeah, I'll take a bonus action.
All
Bonus
right.
action. Use my ability to give myself 3 temporary hit points.
Perfect.
Also in my armor. Okay.
So, from the edges of the crowd, you hear a familiar, different cry of praise Bane.
Oh, these fuckers again.
As 4 Baneites make their presence known and start sprinting towards the stage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, that guy makes it to there. Through the crowd. This goes 1. Is this the right guy? Yes. 1, 2. Sprinting, like gets through the crowd, breaks away, starts running towards you, Ekard, but doesn't quite make it to you. Another one pushing his way towards Beriadan, and the final one just going pelting straight towards the podium. Okay. However, by this point, you're joined by several of the letter G.
GG.
The guards that Ekard had called out to previously managed to extract themselves from the crowd and start doing their jobs. The Baneites kind of ended up running directly beside them. Oh, that's not good. Gotta speared at the one that's beside him and immediately got a 1. So he's getting attacked. Bad luck, Gary Guard goes to stab a nearby Banite and immediately gets clubbed in the noggin. Another breaks free from the crowd, runs over to assist you, Ekard. Actually, he's gonna go here so he can get advantage on his attack. A hit. What a day! What a lovely day! Stabbing his foe. Another guard goes to make another stab, real quick. A miss, glancing off his armor, and finally, your buddy, your pal, your friend, last guard goes to try and kill this Banite. Fails. Imp.
Champion job, lads. Why the hell do I pay you people for?
The imp goes to stab at this new guard, but fails to penetrate his armor as Asmodeus, this melee that is rapidly developing in front of you. What are you doing as you witness this going on?
I'm just going to continue to fire the enemies that are immediately near Ekard.
Mhm.
But I'll use my bonus action to signal Nurgle to attack the Fist of Bane 4 that's directly below me.
Sounds good. I'll get that going while you
And then I will attack this imp.
actually probably would go with advantage, so why not? That hits.
Nice. Nice.
You take out the imp. As that was the wrong button. Why did I do that? I meant to do this. There we go. As Nurgle actually manages to sting your foe there. Anything else as the imp disappears in a cloud of hellfire.
Did the guy make a save for the poison?
He succeeded, yeah.
So he still took. Oh yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah, he still took it. It happened. I
Yeah,
think it's all hidden to you, but I'm
I saw kind of dice roll, but like I didn't. Yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. Fat boy decides he's gonna go and try and get a bite out of Ekard still. A 3 fails. Other fat boy goes for a bite. See what he's got. Critical hit.
No.
Oh fuck.
Don't forget to
Let's say, yeah, these guys both take cold damage because they made attacks, right?
yes. So you
Yeah.
there you go. Supply damage to the fellows. Good.
All right,
Your armor
done.
blasts back at them. The cold leaving small frost specks on their bodies, not quite harming them, not quite getting through their thick rolls of fat. Keya, what are you doing as this situation rapidly devolves in front of you?
Yeah. You know what? I'm loving my new spell, so I'm going to cast Magic Missile at first level again. So I'll do one to that guy.
He goes down.
Then the next two will just go to the Bay Knight.
Sounds good. All right. Ekard, as one of your foes collapses under a hail of magic missiles, and you're left facing only 2. I will let you know right now, if you attack the Bay Knight, you will have advantage, but they are a tougher target to strike.
I'm tempted between actually taking that attack or just going ahead and blowing another spell slot, my last spell slot, and healing up with Cure Wounds.
I forgot to mention that the crowd has pushed further away. Again, all the black space is no longer considered difficult terrain. Unless, you're trying to climb up and do some crazy shit. Now, sorry to interrupt you, Beriadan.
No problem. I was just looking. That's all. And you
And
mean
Ekard, yes.
Yeah.
Why are they... I swear I know your name.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and um, give myself Cure Wounds here.
All right.
What the hell did I do with my slot here? Oh, I see. All right, give me a second here.
Yep. Nice. Very nice.
All right, and that basically blows my only 2 spell slots I've got, but that's fine. At least I'm able to stand a little bit longer at the time being.
Yes. And Beriadan, as the crowd pushes past you and you're suddenly have a open field in front of you, you press your way back into the crowd.
Yep, because I noticed
to
the
do
Bay
battle
Knight. Yep.
with our good friend. Fist of Bane.
The Fist of
Number
Bane
3.
is gonna meet the Fist of Pain.
Oh.
As I get over that pun and charging my gauntlet, I'm gonna reach up and just try and catch her right like square in the face. Get her attention.
Do it up.
Mm.
It's almost a 1, so it could have been worse.
Yep.
As she raises her shield, blocking your armored fist from striking her. I think you could probably make an offhand attack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why not, right?
Nah, it's not my style. Not my style.
Not your style? Alright.
Style, next stuff. But give it a go. Give it a go. Go ahead. That's my turn.
Alright. Fist of Bane, I'll try and resolve this quick as they do battle with the local constabulary. Killing one guard and then running actually towards Asmodeus.
free.
but can't quite push through the crowd to get all the way to you. This Fist of Bane is going to fight the guard. A 2, the guard manages to duck under the blow. Beriadan, you're getting an attack. A hit.
Oh, that's because I gave the enchantment or the infusion to Asmodeus.
Cracked in the side with a with the mace, partially absorbed by your temporary hit points. And the final one is going to fight another guard. Let's see. Another hit. And then quick round of the guards doing their shit. It's gonna go. I'll go there. That makes sense. Go for that advantage stab. That. A miss. Unfortunate. And then another advantage attack. Nice. Asmodeus, as you see a Fist of Bane pushing his way through the crowd towards you, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be like, oh no, you don't. And I'm gonna use my bonus action this time to cast Hex on him.
Okay.
And yeah, just we'll stick with dexterity checks. Is disadvantage on dexterity ability checks. And then I will send a Scorching Ray at him. 3 blasts of Scorching Ray.
Do it up.
Is it 3, right? Yeah, it's 3.
And that you get the +1 as well.
Yep. No, it's already on there.
Cool.
Oh.
A miss. A miss.
Lame.
A hit.
Yay!
First time using this spell.
As 3 bright flaming rays streak out, barely missing members of the crowd. One finding purchase in the Fist of Bane's chest. Do you have anything else?
And then I'm gonna move. Can I just kind of hop from table to table?
Yeah, you can.
And then hop back here?
Yep.
I'm like, fuck you.
Kick one of the
That's it.
tables over to use as cover. Or
Pick a
not.
fish.
No, it's probably like really heavy.
Beriadan, you're getting attacked. Or
Ekard.
fuck, Ekard. God damn it.
It's
My
because he's
brain.
disguised.
Yeah.
I swear I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. As you get bit by this fat blob. Keya.
I'm just laughing at this point, man.
Yeah, I feel bad. I swear I know your characters' names. My brain is just very small.
It's
Keya.
not. Oh.
Keya.
Okay.
As the crowd disappears from around you and you see your targets laid out before you.
Okay. I'm within 60 feet. Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
The Fist of Banite person. Okay, so I'm gonna do Ray of Frost Banite. What in the fuck was that?
A miss.
That was almost a 19 too.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to assume that it's because I don't have a great angle on them, so I'm going to go 15, 20 to there.
All right.
Try and get a better angle.
Back to the top. Ekard.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to go after this fat boy Slim here.
All right. Get after him. Roll with advantage because of the guard.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
I forgot.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Oh. Here I was saying get fucked, and then I roll a natural 1 on damage. Womp
You do-
womp.
You skewer him soundly, however. He's got lots of rolls of fat to get through, so it's hard to find anything vital under there, and the alien nature of the devil himself. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
I'm just thinking back to that old episode of Fist of the North Star where Kenshiro just kind of goes up against that one really fat dude and just starts kicking him in the stomach trying to find those pressure points. But no, I'm good.
All right. Beriadan, the crowd around you has thoroughly dissipated, as in allowing you plenty of room for your duel.
If I were to spray something that would go 30 feet, first hitting the Bay Knight, but hitting 30 feet behind him too, is there people like in that range?
Yes.
All right, then I'll try and like staying within engagement range, but just like shift myself so that I think that when I spray this guy, I won't get anybody else.
Yeah, sure.
Hoping, anyways.
Kind of step around, angle around. You'll hit this vendor's stall, but it will take the brunt of the damage. People will not
Not a
get hurt.
person, because apparently when I cast spells and I kill people that I shouldn't kill, it's a bad thing. So,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and like turn, and then I'm gonna look like I'm going to punch him or whatever there. But instead of like landing the punch as I would with the thunder gauntlets, I'll
We're kind of
swap
beginning to lose you on here. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you're kind of cutting out on my end.
That's okay. No, it's because Tyler's fucking around again.
No, I'm not. You keep moving away from the
You're
freaking
bad.
microphone.
You're the worst. I'll beat her later. Don't worry. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Tasha's Caustic Brew as it comes like out of my where my wrist meets my gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spray, and it's gonna spray a dex save on the Bay Knight.
A success. I'm assuming it will still get hit for half, however.
No, no, it doesn't.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's misses, straight misses. Fuck. All right, and then I'll use the bonus my bonus action again to shield myself a little bit. That'll
right.
be my turn.
Sounds good. Fist of Bane goes for a swing on the guard. Let's see what we get. 9, a miss. Beriadan, you're getting attacked by him. You're getting maced. Just a little bit. Caught in the side. The guards continue to take hits. I think I might have accidentally skipped Fist of Bane number 1 like a fool who is going to chase after Asmodeus again. 1. Catching up, clambering on the table and going for a swing. But staggering, not quite getting purchase. The guards go to return the favor. Okay, I was gonna say, man, if you missed, you have advantage, buddy, like Jesus. Nope. And finally, your buddy, your pal, your friend. Holy shit, he hit on a 9. Damn. Asmodeus, as you're caught by this Fist of Bane.
Goddamn crowd made a hole for him. Should have ran farther. I'll use my bonus action to tell Nurgle to come over here and help me
Okay,
and attack this guy.
sounds good. Let me actually get an imp on the board for you.
Yeah, give me an imp. What are you doing?
Straight impin', dude. That's it.
Jump him.
And then if I tried to shoot him with an Eldritch Blast, I'd get a disadvantage, right?
I think so,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's a ranged spell and he's right there. But it's better than my fucking daggers, so...
Um,
Fair
gonna
enough.
bonus action attack this guy. A miss. All right, go ahead.
Alright, I will... Yeah, just straight up attack, but disadvantage.
Well, normal advantage.
Well, it's still a range attack, isn't it?
Oh, true. But they cancel each other out. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, melee. You're right. You're right. You're right. That hits either way.
Cool.
Blasts a hole through them. They fall back off the table onto the ground.
Yeah,
Very
fuck you. I
nice.
climb on top of the table and kick his body off of it.
Sounds good.
And that's my turn. Oh, no, never mind.
The
Can't do that till
Neparivo,
next round.
as it were, goes to attack guard boy. Let's see. Miss. Keya, you're up.
Trying this friggin' again. Hate Ray of Frost, but I'm gonna try and use it again. Bay Night. Oh my god.
Damn.
Ray of Frost is a cursed spell.
It's a curse.
Truly is. I'm gonna go around. Try and get a better advantage again.
All right.
That's it.
Ekard, you're up once more.
Second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna stab the flat voice limb here.
All right, get him up. With advantage.
Right,
Just
forgot
in case
about
you
that.
get a 20. Just in case you get a 20. Same exact roll. So
Same
there you go.
exact roll. Fucking A.
That
Alright.
hits either way. Nice.
Hell yeah, max damage.
You skewer him. He flabbily rolls over onto the ground.
Get fucked.
Squeals like a little pig.
And I'm gonna turn to this Fist of Banite and be like, Tally-ho!
Very well.
Surrender
Beriadan,
now, and we may go easy on you.
Thunder Gauntlet.
A miss. Blocked by their shield and chainmail armor.
I will just maneuver around to this side. After
All right.
the block attack. That's my turn.
So, Ekard, the Fist of Bane here, considers your proposal for a moment. Looks at you, shouts, "Praise Bane!" and swings, catching you in the side with their mace. Oh shit.
And at that point, this is when the disguise falls away.
Yes. This causes the Fist of Bane to pause for only a second before turning their attention back to the other guards. Beriadan, you're being attacked. Let's see. I hit. Damn. These guys are cracking away. Another guard falls as Fist of Bane approaches you. Asmodeus, let's see.
Goddamn guards can't do fuck all.
Guard goes for a stabby stab. Oh shit. Killing the Fist of Bane.
Oh, thank God.
Before this guy runs 1, 2 towards Beriadan. The other guy climbs up beside the downed Ekard and goes to attempt to stabilize him. Let's see.
Right, champion, bud. Thanks for that.
He got it. Wow, nice. He succeeds in he kneels down, wraps up your injuries, stops the bleeding. You are no longer dying.
Sweet.
Let me see. I want to get rid of the unconscious. And I'm going to put you back with 1 hit point, but you are still, well, I guess you are actually unconscious.
Well, that's fine. I did what I could. Affect sleepy time. I love it.
I couldn't remember how to spell unconscious. Shut up. Asmodeus, as you're approached by this fine fellow.
Use my bonus action to move my hex onto this guy
Hmm.
after I kill the last one, and say, "You fucks, get away from me!" And I'll attack him with disadvantage. My Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
A miss. There you go. You're now
Yeah,
uncouscous.
kick him in the face.
Uh,
He doesn't get a turn.
nope. Keya.
Okay. So I don't know. If I were to try and hop over this cart, would I have to for that or no?
No, it's not too hard to do to scramble over it.
Okay.
It will just take. It's difficult terrain. It will just take a few feet off your movement. Yeah.
So I'll do 25 feet to there instead of 30.
Mm.
And then how far? Because I can't see how far that is. To the
Let me
vein.
let me see. You are currently 45 feet away.
Okay. And magic missile is 60? 120. Sweet. Okay. So I will do a magic missile. So all 3 at this one.
All right.
2, 3.
Struck 3 times, staggers almost into you, Beriadan, but remains standing. Ekard, you're uncouscous. So we're gonna skip to Beriadan.
I'm going to say I spend my turn just sleeping my nap off, or just sleeping my nap off, sleeping my injury off. God damn it!
Sleepy times.
Sleepy time. But Beriadan, as the magic missiles strike your foe in front of you, what are you up to?
Try an uppercut with the Thunder Gauntlet.
What?
And miss.
Damn.
I thought that was a natural one there for a second.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, strategy's not working too well for me, but I guess I'm still holding the line. That's my turn.
All right. These guys have high AC, so you're doing pretty good. They pull back from your uppercut and then make a wild swing. Natural 1.
Womp womp.
You may make an attack of opportunity.
Roll the gauntlet.
Hell yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Ready.
Here we go.
Do him in.
That uppercut lands.
That's what I
Yeah.
call fisting your enemy.
God damn it.
Right.
They stumble back to avoid wildly swinging. Their momentum bringing them forward, which you sidestep or just tank it with your armor, your choice.
Yeah, tank it. Yeah.
Tank it in the side, doesn't even feel it as you uppercut with the red fist of Bane, cracking their head back. They fall onto the ground. Asmodeus, you are being attacked. A hit. Nice. Well done.
Sweet.
This guard sees that Beriadan is no longer in danger, breaks off in a run towards Asmodeus. 1, 2. Holy shit, he actually made it.
Well, fuck.
And he can actually attack. But he missed, because he's not that good. This guard is going to remain with you, Ekard, to try and make sure you're safe. Asmodeus, you're up.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to maneuver Nurgle to the behind so he gets flanking and he'll attack. And that the save actually is my spell save DC for his stuff,
Okay.
which is 14, I think. I don't know.
Hits. Stabbing, or biting into this fellow. A con save of 14, you say?
I think it's 14
He fails
or 13.
as the
Eight.
poison is injected.
No, it's 13.
He swells up, falls to the ground.
That's right, motherfucker. And then Nurgle can come perch on my shoulder.
All right,
His raven form.
and unlock tokens as the dust settles. The crowd by this point has thoroughly dispersed from this area. Surprisingly, well, maybe not surprisingly, but you managed to keep anyone from being harmed in the chaos. Well done.
Well, except for Ekard, he got really harmed.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Hey, I
That's
mean,
hard.
Fucked up.
it's so long as no one else got hurt, I call that mission fucking accomplished.
Nice.
Actually, you know what I will do? 'Cause I know somebody else is going to do that. I'm going to pop up here.
Mhm.
And
You completely cut out.
I'm going to pull out one of my healing potions.
Okay.
And force feed it to Ekard.
Ah, nice. Appreciate that.
You
Yeah.
regain 2d4 plus 4, I believe. Hit points. We don't have the
2d4 plus 2.
plus 2.
Yeah.
All right. You may roll those dice, either one of you. And
Do
we
you
will.
want me to roll them, or do you want to roll them, Ben?
5 plus 2,
Nice.
7. So your eyes open up as your injuries are already starting to close. You're still pretty badly hurt, but you're
Yeah.
conscious and you're alive.
So as my eyes open and my vision clears, I sit up and like the first thing I notice is that the disguise is falling off.
Yep.
But as I look around to the, the statue and everything, I look up at the guard and say, "Was anyone else injured? Were there any fatalities?"
We lost a couple of the lads, but most of I think everyone else managed to get out.
Okay, well it's a shame we lost a couple of good men there, but so long as no one innocent got caught in the crossfire, I'd say that was mission accomplished on that there.
Mm. He nods and offers you a hand, helps you to your feet.
Say I
Hey,
graciously accept it and thank him for his help.
Hey, no, thank you. If I must say so, you do an excellent impersonation of the Duke. Very entertaining.
Say I do try my best.
Let's see. Looking around now, you do see the dead guard has been torn apart by the devils crawling out of his body. You also see a blood red arrow glowing with infernal light lying on the ground next to him. The platform seems to be singed slightly where it has touched the ground. It looks as though someone fashioned an arrow entirely out of iron, flights and all, and then somehow heated it red hot.
To say, is the arrow still glowing? Is there any sort of? I
It is
can't.
indeed.
I can't exactly cast detect magic or anything on that, but I would. I'm hesitant to touch it, especially since it's still glowing.
Don't
Mhm.
touch it. Don't touch it.
Yeah, I'm not planning on doing anything on that. Cause yeah,
I'll
I
use
don't.
Mage Hand to pick it up.
Oh yeah, good
Easy
idea. I should have been. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't have mage hand. Womp womp.
I'll just use Mage Hand and pick it up off the ground with the Mage Hand.
Easy enough to do.
I don't know what we're gonna do with this. Hopefully, destroy it. But I have it for now.
I will search the dead body of that assassin.
All right. Yeah, you search the body. You find similarly to the other assassins, they don't have all that much on them. This person also has whatever is left of it. A bare skull for a head. Um, their arms, they're wearing long, fairly thick gloves, and their bow seems to be made out of iron, including the string. It is mysteriously metallic. It is
Shit,
a longbow.
That looks heavy.
If you pick it up, it is actually quite light. It doesn't feel much heavier than a regular longbow would.
That's interesting. I'll play around with it.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre because as far as you can tell, it is made entirely out of metal. But it behaves like you would expect. Like if you pull on a string, it draws taut. The metal bends and behaves like wood. It's very odd.
Very weird. All right, that's it. If that was it. That was all that I found on him.
Aside from some more daggers and
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nothing interesting. Other than the bow.
hmm
Cool.
which I will add.
Convene at the podium.
The body itself is quite atrocious. Do we want to try and haul it back to the Duke's home and show him the assassin that would have tried to kill it?
Let the gods take care of that, Keya. I doubt he wants to see it, but if you insist.
Let's see.
And we level up, right?
Not quite yet.
Ah, dang it.
Ah, darn.
I feel like
Oh,
we just
well.
leveled up.
We kind of did anyway.
Oh, oops.
Bomb.
So, as the dust settles and you reconvene, for now, unless anyone has anything else to leave off on, we will call it for today. And just some housekeeping, real quick. We will not be having a game on the 26th or the 2nd.
Boxing Day, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, sounds about right. I
Yep.
figured as much due to obvious reasons.
Yep,
Mhm.
holidays.
But yeah, all the D&D for me cut off until next year. I'm done.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god. So dramatic.
I know, right?
That's a good session to leave off on, though, for the holiday season.
But
Oh,
what
yeah.
will our
Yeah.
viewers do?
Oh no!
There's the
Also-
backlog. They have a whole other campaign to get caught up on because,
That's so true.
That's fair.
as you might recall, we will be switching to alternative between Out of the Abyss and Descent into Avernus.
Oh man, it'll be nice to go back to Out of the Abyss. I miss playing Spirit.
I miss playing Ghost Circus.
I
And
can't
then
remember my
Drongo.
accent. I tried doing it the other day. I lost it.
It was like a sort of knockoff Borat. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Pretty much.
I'll try and find it. I'll try.
It's gonna be funny going back to Drongo.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt coming back to Keya after doing Drongo. Gonna suffer. Alright, well, if we don't talk to you guys soon, happy holidays, merry ho ho ho's and all that jazz.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, and if you guys celebrate anything else, like Hanukkah or Kwanzaa,
I'm pretty sure
Diwali.
Hanukkah's over.
Oh, shit.
Just in case we missed it because we didn't talk last week.
True.
Happy belated Hanukkah.
Good game, everyone. Happy
Yeah.
holidays and Happy New Year, and we'll see
Yeah.
you in.
I'll see you next year, guys.
Yeah, see you
Yeah,
next
see
year.
you next year.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for it.
Take it easy, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care, y'all.
Good night. Good luck.